Magazine pouches are an essential item to the competition shooter. You need to be able to store magazines right at the edge between security and speed. With a quick look on the net or in magazines, you'll see the names Blade Tech and CompTech pushing their Kydex or ABS molded pouches. These are nice, but most offerings aren't made with the inner-outer belt system in mind. The parts are generally molded to the specific model of pistol, so if you make a change of platform, there's a good chance you're upside down on some new mag pouches, as they likely won't work with your new platform. These companies try to position themselves as good options for competition as well as concealed carry gear. Ghost doesn't do that. All of the gear they sell is with the competitor in mind and is priced attractively. The 360 universal magazine pouches are no exception. They're not low profile or ride tight to your body for concealment. They stand proud of your belt, providing a comfortable margin for your support hand to get at the magazines. And to drive that point home, they're available in a rainbow of colors, all for the same price at about $24 a piece, to let your inner peacock shine. The base of the pouch threads through the belt and are held tight with 4 screws. This would be a bit of a hassle for folks not using a competition belt, but I've seen people who do it. The pouches allow you to tune the angle at which the pouches present the magazine and sport cutouts which allow for quick extraction. The bases are wide and very stable on the belt. However, those wide bases do prevent good contact from your inner belt to your outer belt. I'd recommend using epoxy to mount Velcro to the back of the pouches. The DAA Racer are probably the closest competitor for these pouches, and they do not have this issue, but the Racers are nearly $10 more expensive each. The mouths of the pouches are oversized to make stages with pickup and store magazines a little bit quicker. Retention is achieved through a mixture of set screws and leaf springs. Each pouch comes with 4 set screws and 4 leaf springs for you to dial in your preferred level of retention. As it is, the leaf springs seem to do a pretty good job on their own. Depending on the magazines, you can use a single leaf spring or 2 with set screws as you see appropriate. To adjust your pouches, you will need a small flathead screwdriver to pop out the leaf springs and drive the set screws, a Phillips head screwdriver to mount the pouches to your belt. And the biggest feature, the pouches ship with a second pouch body to allow you to change the configuration from bullets forward to bullets out, depending on your personal preference. It will show up in a default configuration of bullets forward. The bullets out versus bullets forward is another discussion and will be addressed in a separate video. Directions that ship with the 360 aren't all that helpful. They really don't give you much information on how to mount the pouch on the belt, simply how to detach the pouch body from the belt mount. To do this, simply use your flathead screwdriver to remove the leaf spring concealing the screw holding the pouch onto the mount. Unscrew it and remove the washer with it and transfer it over to the other pouch body. It took me probably 45 minutes to an hour to get all of the pouches mounted where I wanted them in the configuration I wanted them and tuned to a level of retention that I was satisfied with.
All in all, I'm very pleased with the purchase of the Ghost 360 hybrid pouches. You'll find them on the belt of core production shooters everywhere, but also on the belts of competitive grandmasters like Ben Steger. Despite the clever price tag, they're also clever design. I think the DAA Racers are probably a little bit more clever, but since I had to buy 5 of them, it wasn't worth the $40 to go up to the Racers. If you like videos like this, please like, subscribe, and maybe even share, drop it on some forums. I appreciate it, and thanks for your time.